Oh,
Hello,
who's this?
my name is Carolyn Johnson. I'm from Albany
Oh, Carolyn.
Resident Associate. Hi, this is Glenda.
Yeah.
Yes, me. It's me. I'm
Hello,
early.
Charles Reese is here.
Oh, Charles.
Huh?
Charles,
Okay. All righty.
Charles Reese is here.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Charles.
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm always running, just getting in not too long ago. So I'm trying to get started in the next 2 or 3 minutes because we got a short
Yeah,
meeting today.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll
Okay,
we'll give
fine
them
with
another
me.
couple minutes, maybe at 5 minutes, and then we have to get started.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
No. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you. You lost Mark? Where'd Mark go?
Yeah. I know. I can't even use this. I can't hear it from
Go. Hmm.
He came back. Sometimes it happens. He don't come back. Hi, Greg.
Oh,
All right, we're gonna start in another minute or two. Let's just get my books together here. We have Charles. We have Carolyn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I'm just taking notes. Who's here? Okay.
Mhm.
The day is
It's
what?
been a while. It's been a while.
April 5th.
5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Okay. We're gonna start calling the meeting to order because we have, like I said, we have a short window because we have another meeting immediately after this meeting at 6:45. We're going to be joining the Prospect Park Alliance meeting to discuss the $40 million that they are allotting for the northeast side of the Prospect Park. Um, Greg had a little heads up on that. We're gonna maybe talk a little bit about that before we go to the meeting. Okay. So, but now I'm going to bear with me. Oh, the meeting started. It's time is it 6:05? Six oh
Mm-hmm.
five meeting started. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello, Marva. Okay. I know she's there. I see her. Okay.
Hi, good evening. Sorry, I'm in the car.
Okay, that's all right. Okay. I'm gonna read the minutes. The meeting. minutes for March 1st, 2022 meeting for the Parks Committee. Okay, the meeting was called to order at 6:19 p.m. The minutes were read and accepted with any necessary correction. It was motioned by Greg Todd and second by Charles East. The Sitmark Playground was not put on the list for action items because the community board decided to reach out to Martin Marr first, and he will consult with the city council member Chi Ozzie about the list of requests for the playground. Linda Andrews reached out to Stephen from the Brooklyn Queens Land Trust on the status of the Ralph Lincoln Gardens. There were no response. Glenda and Greg met with Friends of Broward Park on February the 22nd about It's Not Easy Being Green. The event will be inside of the park. We will reach out to NYC Parks and Recreation about supplying tables and chairs. We need the support of the committee for this Earth Day event scheduled for September 24th, 2022, starting at 11 o'clock a.m. to 4 p.m. A draft of the letter and application for vendors and the elected officials are in a work in progress. Imani Garden, Greg Todd, they're having their annual meeting on Saturday, March 19 at 2 p.m. at Weed Cafe on Bergen and near Schenectady Avenue. There are several office positions open for the election. They're starting the seedling in March, and once they bloom, they will sell the plants. St. John Recreation Center, Sandra Coelho. Midnight basketball numbers increased to 77 participants. They are trying to open additional extended programs during the same time of the midnight basketball. Some of the programs are martial arts and Zumba classes. The police department was present at the program for support. There are 100 seasonal jobs available, and you can go at NYC Park website to look for those positions. The program was called The Kids in Motion, and the title for those positions is called Playground Associate. The job is for positions. For this position, will be assigned a mobile, and they will go around to different locations. They will open the truck and offer games to the children in the neighborhood. This will last all summer long. That person does not have to be the driver, but the person will help facilitate the activities. Sandra will send flyers to spread the word. Skate aerobics is offered on Sundays, and a instructor is in place. And now, presently, they have at least 70 to 75 people attending per session. The first session starts at 12 o'clock noon, and the advanced class starts at 2 p.m. It is a 6 week program. The next series of 6 week session will start on April 3rd. Okay. The Zumba classes will start soon. More information will follow. Okay. Sandra stated that she did not know about the summer sports program, and they should know more by April of 22 about whether they're going to be offering that program this year. Underhill program playground, Karen Gray. Bulbs are coming up, but trash and toys are thrown in the beds. Okay, Lincoln Terrace Park Tennis Association. Mr. East stated that the U.S. Tennis Association award ceremony is coming up, and he will be attending. He will also be meeting Mark in the next couple of days to Mark Thurton to discuss public safety in the Lincoln Terrace Park. Mark Thurton, Public Safety, is planning a collaboration of various community board subcommittees, the Youth and Education, Parks, and Economics committees. And he will invite elected officials to discuss related issues. Our next meeting will be April 5th. The meeting was adjourned at 6:52. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes? Or any questions before we accept the minutes? Any questions on the minutes?
Yeah, question. You mentioned something about St. Mark's Park. What park are you talking about?
It's on St. Mark's Avenue between Kingston and Albany.
Okay, you mean over there by, okay.
That little
in
super
that
block.
area there.
Yes, it's in the middle of the block.
Okay.
Yes. Any more questions? Can I have a motion?
That's it.
I move to adopt the minutes.
And I second that.
Second.
Okay. And East again. Okay. Okay, the minute. Oh, we got to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Do we have any nays?
Dog.
Okay. Okay. So this will be sent to the community board with any corrections. Okay. Thank you guys for that. We have Princess here today.
Yes, good evening.
Okay. Is this Princess James?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Princess.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Let me make sure I have everybody. Karen, I got to ask Karen is here now. Okay. Just putting everybody down because I had to do this even though we had recording one time. We missed the recording. It didn't record properly and it didn't have any notes. So I got to make sure I have notes. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started with any reports. So let's get started on Marva. Oh, before we get started, at 6:45, we're going to have a hard stop because we're going to be meeting, like I say, with Prospect Park Alliance, talking about the $40 million they allotted for the northeast side of Prospect Park, and that's under our jurisdiction. And I think, Greg, I'm going to tell you to give us a little heads up on that before we go to that meeting. Okay.
Will do.
Okay. Marva, you have anything for Friends of Broward Park?
Sure. Friends of Broward Park is gearing up for spring. We have several events that are starting in the month of April. First will be Story Time in Nature, which is starting this Wednesday, tomorrow, April 6th at 10:30 in the morning. This is an ongoing partnership that we have with the Broward Park Library. And even though the branch is not currently open, their staff has been great, still supporting us and partnering with us in many ways. So staff from the library will be in the park at 10:30 every Tuesday morning throughout the summer and fall. Last year, they went well into December with Storytime in Nature. So this is our first Storytime in Nature for 2022, tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. On April 16th, we're having It's My Park Day cleanup event focused on our compost bin. This is a leaf mold compost bin that is supposed to be dedicated to the leaf products from the park itself. But right now we have Christmas trees in there, dumped there by community members, debris from the construction project in the compost bin. So we're asking for volunteers to come out on Saturday, April 16th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. to help us clean out the compost bin so that when it's time to do our gardening and planting, we have suitable compost for those projects.
What time was that again? 11 a.m. to what time?
11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Oh, 1 p.m. Okay.
Yep. And then Earth Day Fun Day on April 24th. We've been talking about that in conjunction with the It's Not Easy Being Green Eco Fair from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, April 24th. We're still working on securing partner organizations to be present to present information and educational services and opportunities for the community to learn about how they can cut their carbon footprint and be friendly to Mother Nature. So in addition to the Eco Fair, the Brooklyn Public Library Bookmobile will be out. We'll have our plant and seed swap. We're hoping to do bicycle tune-ups again, but we're still looking for volunteers for that. There'll be some arts and craft opportunities, as well as opportunities to make our park shine. Repair the World will be on hand with trash grabbers to help us clean up the park. There'll be some more compost bin maintenance, and other activities to volunteer in the park. So that's what Friends of Broward Park has going on for April. And we're getting ready for Juneteenth as well. Juneteenth will be Sunday, June 19th. From what's the time? 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in Broward Park. The theme this year is celebration of the Black Father, because that is Father's Day. So we're partnering again with the Brooklyn Children's Museum, Brooklyn Conservatory of Music, and Brooklyn United Music and Arts Program to bring a stellar event to the community, celebrating African American heritage.
Great. You got a lot on
What
your,
time
on
does
your
it
schedule.
start? So what time does it start on June 19th?
12 p.m.
Okay.
Is that it, Marva? I think
You
that's
want
enough,
something
right?
else?
Anybody have any other questions for Marva? Okay. Greg, can you talk about Imani and then talk about a little bit about this next meeting that we're getting ready to go into about Parks Alliance?
Okay, Amani, we just, as I mentioned previously, had our annual meeting on the 19th. About 20 people came out, nice
Oh,
crowd,
good.
mostly new people. So we've had a lot of new members coming to the garden. And one of the upshots was that we're going to have a series of events in the garden space starting in April.
Okay.
And the first one, I just got the flyer. And I don't know, young people are getting pretty frisky. This flyer, this flyer said something about bring your plant to garden day. So
Bring your
apparently
plant.
plant, yeah. So I
Okay.
don't quite get it, but I gather the point is you're supposed to bring your plant to the garden. It's like bring your parent to school day or something. I don't know what. Like I said, it's a little there, out there. But anyways, it's going to be all about gardening and planting, and there's going to be some live music. It's going to have a catered chef, and it's going to be a great, come out and greet your neighbor situation.
And what date? You have a date on that?
Ah, man, I wish I could find that flyer. 1 second. Here it is. Earth Plant Day Parent Meetup Open Mic. That's what the flyer says. And it's going to be April 22nd, 5 to 9.
Oh, that's
It's
a
gonna-
Friday. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to have herb workshop, open mic, vegan plant-based catering, live painting, good music,
But
good
Greg, can you
vibes.
send that? Can you send that to us?
Yeah, it's a draft, so I will, once it's
Oh,
been
once you finalize
reviewed,
it. Yes. Okay.
I will do that. And
Okay.
then they're going to have the next one. It's going to be, I think, in May. They're talking about having a paper making workshop.
Paper making.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy, they very creative, huh?
Yeah, we've got some eclectic people there, and they're working with book binding from handmade paper. This is like, we are nothing if not special over in our garden. And on June, I've invited the Lynn, who presented at our Broward Park meeting, who has the solar kitchen, portable solar kitchen to present in June. So be an interesting set of workshops. But in any case, the garden is open every Saturday from 10 to 2. If you just want to come and help out and do some work, we have lots and lots of work projects. So feel free. Come by Saturday 10 to 2, and we continue to have food scrap drop off on Wednesdays 8 to 10, and Saturdays 11 to 1. Okay.
Okay. Great.
Regarding the Vale of Kashmir, it's the northeast corner of Prospect Park, has historically been the location of something called the Vale of Kashmir. And bear in mind, this all happened in the 1860s.
Wow.
I guess in those days, Vale of Kashmir was like considered very exotic stuff. Picture. I mean, it was supposed to be like a romantic, idealized landscape, a Vale of Kashmir, very evocative, I guess. And then just up the hill, the Vale of Kashmir is like basically, it used to be called a kettle pond. It was like a pond where a glacier sat and a giant iceberg sank into the ground like 30, 40 feet below the level of the land. So it became this like sunken garden, naturally formed sunken garden. And there were there was a big pond in this kettle pond, this glacial pond. And it was surrounded by benches and bricked in area, and then had these beautiful birches scattered around these peninsulas in this pond. It was very beautiful situation. And then up northeast to the Vale of Kashmir was a series of circular ponds that had fountains in them, which haven't worked for, at least in the 70s, they weren't working. So they haven't been working for a long time. But so hence there's a big, meanwhile, the Vale of Kashmir, that area I described earlier, has just been going down and down and down. Eventually the water all drained from the ponds. They were filled with weeds and the trees died. It was just a mess. So it needs a total remake. Hence the $40 million. But there was a design proposal circulated in the press, and basically they're going to fill in the ponds and replace them with grass, from what I could see in this sketch. Which I'm like, why are you doing that? I mean, beautiful ponds. It was just, they had fish, they had, lily pads, flowering plants, et cetera, et cetera. It's a beautiful space, and they're going to fill it all in with sod. I don't get it. So that's my question, and I don't know the answer, and maybe we'll hear the answer. So
Maybe.
Or yeah, will be an explanation anyways. So that's my report.
Okay. So, Greg, where is it? What area is it located? Is it on the library side there?
Yeah, exactly. It's directly opposite the library.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the library side.
You
Okay.
walk across, and but it's hidden. If you know where the park goes up that very steep hill, the road goes up that really steep hill.
Yes.
To your right is the Vale of Kashmir, but it's sunken down like 30 feet below, and it's surrounded by woods, so you can't see it.
It's in really bad shape, huh?
But it really has gone, yeah, like I said, it's been unmaintained. And the ponds have all drained, and they were filled with just weeds. And the trees have been cut down or died. I don't know which, the birch trees. So it just has become an eyesore and a mess.
Yes.
So it does need a facelift. I'll certainly allow for that.
Okay. So the question is why, or the main question is why are they not replacing to replenish the ponds instead of putting in, and they want to put grass there. That's what.
Well, again, the sketch, my recollection's a bit vague, but it looked to me like it was grass or sod or artificial turf. I mean, who knows what?
Oh boy.
Nowadays.
Okay.
Doing.
I didn't get a chance to see the proposal, but
It was
we'll
in
talk about
some prospect press, and one of the papers was. So I saw it.
Okay. I see Karen also. Well, are you finished? Anybody else have any questions or anything you want to discuss with the meeting that you want to bring up before we go to Prospect Alliance? I guess you have to wait and see, right, to see what they're proposing.
You know what?
Yeah, this is Charles East.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
All right. So I spoke to Jim with the Capital Project in regards to the comfort station at Lincoln Terrace, and he told me that they expected to start construction in the fall of this year.
Okay.
Also, Mark and I had a walkthrough with him at Lincoln Terrace Park.
Yes.
And showed him where we need some illuminated lights, especially in the back here behind the tennis courts, between that passageway between the subway lines and the tennis court. I spoke with Mr. Lomax in regards to the needs at the tennis courts, and it's over a year now we haven't got any lights in the middle tier of the tennis courts. So he said he will be looking into that. And also the some of the courts needs repair. I'll send them an email. Think Brenda, I sent you a copy of it also.
Okay.
And on April 15th, the USTA will be having an event at Lincoln Terrace called Break the Love Tennis Event. And it starts at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's my
11
report.
to 1?
Yes.
15. Okay. Okay. And you said Break Love? What is it called?
Break the Love Tennis Event.
Okay. Do you have a flyer on that? But you sent
It's
me
coming
something.
from the USDA. We just got the permit just yesterday, so they're gonna
Okay.
send me the information. I'll forward it to you.
Okay. All right.
All right?
Yes. Thank you.
I had a
Okay.
question.
Go ahead.
Just for Mr. Todd, when you bring food scraps to the Imani Garden, how should it be packaged?
Well, reusable bag is a good thing.
A reusable bag?
Is
Okay,
a
because
good
I don't
thing.
know. I guess I could buy a bin, but I'm thinking of trying to start it. So what,
Yeah, a
we
lot
have to
of
get a
people
bin.
have these little stainless steel containers in their kitchen.
Okay.
A lot of other people have little bags that they throw in their deep freeze and bring out once or twice a month,
Okay.
but that's the typical.
And Imani Garden will be on hand at Earth Day Fun Day. It's not easy being green to teach people
God
how
willing, lightning
composting.
don't strike, yeah.
And also I wanted to, I don't know if everyone saw the email that came out today, but the voting for discretionary
Oh,
funding has
yes. I saw
started,
that.
and it seems like it only goes until April 10th, if my memory serves me correctly.
That's right. It's
So
participatory budgeting.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah, there's
so there's
only like I think 5 things.
5
Incredibly enough.
projects. There are some playgrounds as an option, or at least one playground as an option to get some funding, but also schools and labs and stuff like that. So check
Well,
it out.
it's $500,000 for trees,
Yes, trees. I
free
saw that. I
trees
took a
and
picture of that.
sidewalks.
And they want to
Huge.
upgrade the Community Garden in North Crown Heights. Is that part of us? Eden Gardens.
Yeah, it's on St. Mark's between Schenectady and Utica.
Okay.
And they're in the middle of the block, so they don't have access to any water. There's no fire hydrants near them. So that's why they're requesting that.
Well,
Yeah,
they're getting
$1 million.
$350,000.
Yeah, it's only $1 million,
$350,000.
so that's
I
a
mean,
big.
tell you, getting DEP to hook up a water, it's very expensive. I know gardens all over the city, they've spent similar amounts. It's insane. Yeah, they got to run
Yes.
a line, tear up the street. I mean, it's huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy.
Karen, I see that you put in the
Yeah, you see what I
it-
put in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you put in the chat that there's a bicycle place, a link.
Right. So I normally see them at Prospect Park.
Mhm.
They come out there during the summer because they have used bikes, and they have, they also have these pumps and all sorts of stuff for people to use. So they might be willing if you tell them what it is about, because it's also good marketing for them.
Okay.
And the second link that I put, that's about, sometimes in terms of carbon, I think a lot more of the younger kids get a grip of it. And if we can find kids who can come out, teens, whatever, and talk to other kids about that, I think that's a good thing too, to let kids know more about the carbon, reducing our carbon print.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I put a link there of a kid who has established a site. So if he's around that, or however we can get a link to something. Plus also the park has stuff like that, because I went something to do with the park. You know how in Marine Park, they put the whole top of that park, that little hut. It's done like the Barclay Center's roof.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get somebody from those places to come out and talk and tell people how they can, when they even refurbish their homes, whether it's the roof or whatever, and talk to them how some things that they may be able to use.
Okay.
That
we
might
can
get
find,
people interested.
yes. Maybe
There
we could
was
do
there was legislation passed. I think the buildings of a certain size have to have either solar panels or a green roof.
Yeah.
oh,
Now,
wow.
that's not really.
Brooklyn
Hmm?
Solar Works will be in attendance.
Okay,
They're a
great.
solar panel company.
Good. But they
Yes.
also know other people because I went to something to do with the Department of Buildings or City Planning in Manhattan, and they had the solar, they had the people who were doing all the green stuff.
Okay.
So there's stuff around.
Wow. Okay. Great. I just wanted to know, is Sandra from the parks here? Sandra? She didn't show up. She didn't come today. And who is FR? I see somebody in this FR. Can you identify yourself? No? Okay. I do see a third person on the line here. Sandra, if you're on the line, you know if you're on the phone, you have to star 6 to talk. Last time we had an issue with that. Okay. Okay. I guess we don't have we'll just move on. Anybody else have any announcement or anything they want to report?
Hi, Glenda. It's Mark. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
hi Mike. Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I'm driving. In ref, the park on St. John's. Did we get any response back in reference to that?
No, he did
That
not
garden?
respond back. I don't know what's going on. Just I can see. I have to see if I have another contact. I think we had a couple names there that I can contact. I'm gonna try somebody else. He never
Yeah,
responded back. Mm-mm.
yeah, because spring is open back up, and they definitely need to address what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Uh, on March the 1 second, on March the 12th, no, Sunday, March the 13th, I met with 77th Precinct Community Affairs officers at Lincoln Park to address the concerns of Mr. East
Hmm?
in reference to illumination. And they said that it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a hard sell to get additional police lighting in that area due to the fact that it's not a high crime area, and they have other locations that's much more important or much more crime.
Oh, so you have to wait till you get more crime to get
So that,
the
that it's a
lights.
hard sell over there. But they did notice that there was.
Hello, Mark. You're going in and out.
Mark?
He's driving, so he's probably in a zone that's
Yeah.
That
no.
was
Oh, he got Mark.
up the LED. Can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you now. Yes.
Yes. It's a hard sell to get
Wow.
portable lights at that location for the NYPD, but they did identify there was 3 lights that did not have the new LED lightings along that strip. They were Larry 301, Larry 303, and Larry 304. When I say Larry, L as in Larry.
Yes.
Those 3 lights, they were still the old lights, and they recommend that the Parks Department update those to the new LED lights, and that might help out the situation over there. And they are reaching out to the Parks Department on their side, and they recommend for us to reach out on at the Parks Department from our side.
Okay.
The next thing, in reference to Lincoln Park, there's a real concern from the Lincoln Park playground side crossing over to the Lincoln Park tennis location. That concern was sent over to the transportation committee to assist with getting a walkway along that strip. Community Board 8 reached out to Transportation Committee, and the Transportation Committee came back and said they're going to be having a presentation at the next transportation meeting to address the So that's
No.
extremely good progress. So hopefully, yes,
Yeah, what side did you say that was?
that's in between the tennis courts and the playground,
Okay.
and that's on
That's where they
Buffalo.
play netball.
It's
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very
That's
heavy
passage way.
traffic because
Oh.
I've gone out there to the tennis court to play, and that traffic sometimes is increase is not the best.
Yeah, especially in the afternoon and also on weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
so they're supposed to be coming to address that concern and also the concern in Buffalo and Eastern Parkway, which has been which is part of Vision Zero, but it's been taking a back burner for DOT. So they are going to be at the next meeting for transportation. And if Ms. Dees, you could definitely make that, just to see what's going on and voice your concern, be well appreciated. What
Yeah,
else we
definitely.
have going on? And at the last Public Safety Committee meeting, we had a collaboration with Public Safety, Youth and Education, Economic Development, Parks, and Housing. We had our City Council representatives, Crystal Hudson and Osei participated. They were only able to stay on the line for about 20, 25 minutes, but it was very productive. Very good information was given out on that, and hopefully, we have another collaboration like that, or maybe some other committees could have collaborations that beneficial for the community. And I think that's about it.
Great.
Thank you, Mark.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say too that I attended. I was on the Zoom with the town hall meeting for the Vanderbilt Open Streets. Were any of you guys on?
No, I didn't.
No.
Well, this is just my opinion. That was not town hall because at town hall people exchange IDs and stuff. Gil and the crew came and they were just like, "This is what we're gonna do."
Wow.
And then basically people were in the chat going crazy.
Oh, wow.
And some people spoke up and said, I thought you were here to talk to us and for us to tell you some of the things. Like some people were saying noise with kids and stuff like that. They live nearby. Why don't we do it once per month? Stuff like that. People were just coming through. And they were just like not even hearing. And so then all of a sudden, after it reached an hour, because they took up most of the hour saying what they're going to do. Crystal Hudson was there at the start. And then about an hour and 2 minutes in, I heard, "Oh, we're over an hour." And all I heard, "Okay, this meeting is ended." I was like, huh?
Wow.
Wow.
That's disrespectful.
Very. I was like, what?
Oh boy.
So that's where it is because some residents weren't very happy about it, so they wanted to have a talk and stuff like that, but it wasn't being entertained.
But I'm glad I didn't go because I would have been frustrated with it.
No, I just said that. And listen, at the end, I said to the EST committee, I know we have our meeting coming up. I said, and my comment was like, "This is not a town hall. This is rude. You just ignored people's concerns. You just came to tell us what you're going to do, and you didn't care about anything else."
Wow. Well, we have about 6 minutes. Did you want to say anything about Underhill? Is there any new updates, Karen? And then nothing?
No, I just see the plans that the parents and the volunteers had put down. They're sprouted nicely. I still see the kids throwing.
They're still throwing the toys around.
Still throwing the toys and all the stuff over.
Okay.
That's what I see, and basically that's what I've seen so far with it. I haven't seen too much.
Okay. All right. We got 5 minutes before we need to go to that. I sent everybody a link except for Carolyn. Carolyn, you still here?
Yes, I am still here listening.
Okay. If you want me to send you want to go to this next meeting, I didn't send the link to you. You want me to send you the link?
Yeah, you can send me the link.
Okay. All right. I'll send you the link. And I guess we are going to adjourn this meeting unless anybody else have any other announcement or anything else. We're going to probably do some more communication before the 24th
Mhm.
of this month because we have the Earth Day. It's not easy being green. I
Mhm.
may call upon some people to provide some information or support. So look forward to that. To get some emails from us. Okay. To
Right.
help
Okay,
for that day.
will they be
One
having
question.
flyers?
Yes.
There was some correspondence about the discretionary funding. Can I get a copy of that, please?
Oh, okay. I'll forward it. It was sent to us through the community board. I'll forward it to you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Somebody else was saying something?
Yes, I was wanting to know if you're going to have any flyers.
Oh,
We
we're
have
working on the
flyers.
flyers. Marva, that's true. Marva, what about the flyers?
You know, but what
Yeah,
happened? I
I
put it
emailed
over
you
here
guys.
in my development.
You email it to me today?
Yeah, I emailed it like Sunday night. But I'll
Oh.
resend it to everybody
Okay.
on this list.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
I didn't see it. Okay. All right. Charles each you want the list. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'll see you on the other side. I'll give it about a minute
Okay.
or two to get
Take
over.
care. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
take care. Okay, the
Alright.
meeting's adjourned. It's 6:41. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.